All right, everyone, we are just in time to catch our community scientists doing a fish seine today at the Narrows Beach Park. And so Dr. Mike Behrens is out here risking his life for science. Hopefully not. And Stina's posted up here, and they're gonna drag this fine net through, and hopefully we'll catch some fish who've been sheltering in the kelp beds right here offshore. All right, net crew! Crew, go! Go, 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 you gotta grab! Sorry, they were obviously looking at something very fascinating over there. But we don't want to lose our fish in the waves, so run forward and grab the line. We'll see how lucky we got there. So then the crew will carry it up. They'll lay this down on the ground, and then we're gonna go around and do the quick scoop and put them in the bucket. You want to get the bucket close to the net, maybe? So where there's lots of kelp, there's usually lots of fish, but we also see things like jellies. This is a water jelly that we're gonna just toss right back because they don't do very well out of the water for very long. Lots and lots of kelps. So we just look carefully through everything, trying to make sure we're not forgetting any animals. And then they all go into the bucket there, and they will be counted so that we have a good idea of what creatures are here. All right, we'll toss our jelly back. It's another water jelly. Be free! So he's doing the test for anything else. Most fish when you flick him. All right. So it looks like were able to catch a few things. So let's go take a look at the bucket there. For everybody just joining us, if you want to post in the comments where you're watching from, we'd like to know.
Coordinated effort that we didn't teach you guys.
So we've got a couple of different fish in here.
When it comes in, we all want to walk out, grab the lead line all at one time, and pull it towards you and lift, so that we basically turn this into
very murky water today.
And keep everything in there. If we lift one end first, fish might go out that other side. Yeah, so there's enough of you where the people in shoes don't do this. The people in boots, just sort of space yourself out. Okay.
All right, so now we know what we're gonna do. Now it's time to count what we've got as he places them back. So I did notice we got a couple of shiner perch in there.
I'm just gonna pour some water out so that we can see what's going on.
So now we can kind of see. To answer your question earlier, the water jelly is actually a type of hydroid.
Ooh, who are we talking about?
Oh, the parasites.
So it's a parasite called a Boparid isopod. So it's actually living on the gills of this shrimp and basically feeding on the blood of the shrimp. So super common.
Why would we not rip that off of the shrimp?
Because it's actually on the inside.
It's on the inside.
Yeah, so it's inside the carapace.
So we don't want to remove that.
That off, I'd kill the animal in the process.
Yeah. So definitely don't remove parasites.
Parasites kill their host.
Yeah.
So it will harm the host, but it shouldn't kill them.
So if you couldn't hear that, Mike said no good parasite kills their host. So while it won't give them an ideal living situation, it's not going to kill them. So it's best to just not interfere.
Okay.
Here we've got some shiner perch. You can see their bright yellow patches. So pretty to see. And being out of the water momentarily does not harm the fish. So notice we're really quick to get them back in the water.
See like a darker print right here. That means
So there's two things. So this is actually a female. Let's see if we have a male still in here. Yeah, so this one's a male. So see how he's got a fleshy piece down there?
Yep.
So they actually give live birth.
Yep.
And so they have to, the male has to inseminate the female.
Yes.
And so that is his, what we would call an intermittent organ, or his penis. And so this is a female. It's a little early in the year. She probably has developing embryos inside of her, but it's a little bit early to have the juveniles.
Yeah.
When we do eventually get the juveniles, they come in these huge clouds. Okay.
How many centerfish?
7. So this is Pacific staghorn sculpin, which we know if we press their heads, they put up their little horns. They also have a dark spot on their dorsal fin.
Love it.
And the pectoral fins are always a little bit orangey. Do not want to be on fat.
No, they don't.
And then we've got a juvenile greenling.
Oh,
These
nice.
guys are pretty cool. They also have a dark spot on their dorsal, but they look really different, much more compressed laterally, side to side.
Yeah, less tadpole-y shaped.
Does it have red eyes?
Does,
yes,
kinda.
ish.
That's a beautiful fish.
Because it's like more than
At this size, it's really hard to know.
And why are they called greenlings? Their flesh is green. Which is just weird. Such
Until
a
you
weird
cook
thing.
it, and then it turns white.
Oh, there you go.
So cabezon the same way. Lingcod the same way. Bluish green until you cook it.
I'm gonna take a photo.
And they get much bigger than this.
Yes.
To eatable size. You wouldn't want to snack on this one, but
Yeah, they're like their corneas are red.
yeah, real pretty. Yeah, from the top you can see their red corneas. So this gives us a really nice, fascinating glimpse of what animal species are just right offshore. And most of these vertebrates aren't visible to us unless you're doing maybe a snorkel survey. But even then, it's really hard to know. So the seine is a scientific tool that allows us to kind of quantify some of the biodiversity that we're seeing. So. And we only do this during our summertime beach monitoring efforts because our wintertime beach efforts, it's a little dangerous to go wading into the water at night in the dark. It's really hard to capture fish, and it's really cold. It's really cold at night when, you know, nobody wants to be out here at 2 a.m. on a Christmas Eve stepping into the water to count fish. So
We did celebrate New Year's Eve out at Narrows, and that was pretty
that's true. We did celebrate New Year's Eve right here at this very beach, at this spot on New Year's Eve, but it was dead calm like glass, and it feels like it was warmer then.
now than it does.
So now we'll prep the seine, get all that loose algae off, and now we've trained our team to what to do when we when we bring the line in. We should get a better haul this time.
Grab the floats in the middle and just lift straight up.
So our volunteers here today are students of Dr. Behrens from PLU, and they're here donating their time. Normally our community science is open to everybody, but because of COVID we've had to be really careful with who we allow to come to the beach with us, but hopefully we're getting to the place where we can begin soliciting for help and volunteers again. So fingers crossed that things keep going that direction. So Steve's going to post up here on the shore. Mike's going to do the dangerous work of maybe swamping his waders. Let's hope not. So we count fish at each beach that we monitor, and I think we have 11 sites. And then we do them once in the summer and once in the winter time, and we do the summertime seines when we can. So our team here is going to be counting all the intertidal life along the beach when they lay out their quadrats. We're kind of waiting for the tide to go in now and getting started with this process because as another community science effort, all right, get ready. looks like there may be a rock or something. It's trying to get around. All right. Okay, lay it down. On the rocks, it's all right. And let's... Caught a few rocks, not rockfish, mind you, just rocks. Little crabs. Lots of different algae types. Guys, we caught an anemone.
Won the Nobel Prize in Medicine, working on green fluorescent proteins that are used in all sorts of research. We were identified from those.
That is so cool.
So rad. We caught an anemone somehow.
All right.
Little aggregating popped off a rock. But they're pretty cool creatures. We'll pop them in here, why not? See the tentacles come out. So it looks like mostly perch, the same shiner perch. Oh. Another water jellies. These look like, we always called them Cyclops' contact lenses when I was a kid, because they really do look like a lens.
Sometimes they'll get parasitic isopods or copepods.
Oh, just right in the wrong spot.
Right on there.
Ooh, buddy. So, just taking account again of what fish are here and then quickly releasing them. And again, we're tuning in from Narrows Beach Park. The park entrance and access to the beach is just right kind of there by those maples. And so we then walk all the way down to our marker. And we use this large rock as kind of our point. And then we have some more fixed structures up higher on the beach to tell us where we're supposed to be doing this monitoring, because we want to repeat this both winter time and summertime. All right, folks. Well, thanks to everybody who joined in with us and, watched us do a little bit of hectic, crazy, quick community science. It really is a fun part of the job where we get to see what species are here. And we're very, very thankful for the participation that we have with Dr. Behrens and his lovely volunteers from PLU. Thanks for tuning in with us. And we'll be back at the beach again tomorrow.